More dogs will be allowed to leave the Detroit Animal Control Center tomorrow with rescue groups.
Well, there's one dog that Director Harry Ward calls his own and will never allow to leave the aging controversial facility. And Detroiters who have to pay boarding fines to get their dogs back before they're killing are footing the bill.
Kimberly Craig has details and the state's reaction to the disgusting way some dogs are fed.
Food is put on either a piece of paper or a paper food tray.
Harry Ward under fire for some of the images taken inside Detroit Animal Control just yesterday. Images of these very young puppies that are too young to be vaccinated inside a facility where so many puppies never make it out alive. And then there are the images of food thrown directly onto the concrete where the dogs urinate and defecate.
Do we do ground feeding? That's a question with throwing the food on the ground. That's a question for the state.
So Action News called the state of Michigan's Department of Agriculture today because they're charged with inspecting Detroit Animal Control. They say ground feeding is not against the law, but not best practice. And they say they'll be following up with Detroit Animal Control. Then there is Peaches, a mastiff that has been living here at Detroit Animal Control for years. A source says this picture of Peaches was taken in 2011. Director Harry Ward has claimed her as his own as a sort of emotional support for him.
You have to be creative and find ways to basically bring yourself into it in a way that's not destructive of your feelings.
But hard to imagine anyone thinking a life here is appropriate when rescues have asked to adopt Peaches into a home. But Ward says he'll never let her leave.
In a cage for the rest of her life, if that's the way you wish to phrase it.
Does Peaches get vaccinated at taxpayer dollars?
I would say yes, she does, but I would pay for, when she gets a rabies vac, that I have to pay for. So I know next you're going to ask me for an invoice, right? I don't have one to give you today.
Harry Ward's critics say he does not operate with the best interests of animals.
You got to understand, he got rid of adoptions. It took 4 months, dozens of people, demonstrations, news reporters, and lawyers to get some dogs out of there. This isn't what he wanted. He wanted to continue his protocol of eliminate all these animals. Don't adopt them, kill them.
The city of Detroit says they have not determined when they will allow rescue groups to transfer cats. In Detroit, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.